Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 592.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about the top US Growth ETFs year to date. This comes to us from Investors Business Daily, and I will be reviewing with you not only the top ETFs year to date, but also giving you their 3 and 5 year growth number so you can see which ones have performed best on a longer term basis, not just on the very short term year to date, which really doesn't tell us a whole lot because there are lots of reasons why an ETF might perform well in the short term, but what we really want is to be long-term investors and have something performing well on a 3 or 5 year basis or even longer. So this is dated as of July 10th, 2019, and it says mid-cap and large-cap funds dominate among top-performing growth ETFs this year, with mostly mid-caps in the lead. One large-cap fund, FPX, came in third, while only one small-cap fund, VBK, made the list. All right, so it's saying that the large companies and medium-sized companies dominated the top ETFs year to date, with mostly medium-sized companies leading, although one large company fund came in third place, and one was even a small company fund that made the list. So again, we're looking at the best performance of all U.S. growth ETFs, no matter what size of companies they have in them, whether they have large, medium, or small companies in them. But this is just pointing out that medium and large funds tended to dominate at this particular point in time. So number one was the Renaissance IPO, symbol IPO. Year to date, it's up 39.6%. And on a 3-year average, it's up 18.9% for 3 years and 8.7% for 5 years. So that would invest in initial public offerings. And since initial public offerings are hard to get on an individual basis, sometimes you have to be a fund manager, or sometimes you have to know someone who can give you shares in an IPO or have a particular account with a broker for a long time. There's different ways to get involved in initial public offerings, but for most people, it's pretty hard to get involved in unless you're buying them through an ETF like this. So if you have wanted to invest in IPOs, this is a diversified way to do it. The second ETF is Invesco S&P Midcap Momentum, symbol XMMO, up 33.4% year to date, and an amazing 3-year average of 25.7%. That's the best on this particular chart, and a 5-year average of 14.8% per year. Third is First Trust U.S. Equity Opportunities, symbol FPX, up 29.5% year to date. For 3 years, it's up 16.5% each year, and on a 5-year basis, up 11.9% a year. Fourth is the iShares Russell Midcap Growth. So these are medium-sized companies, symbol IWP, up 28.3% year to date. On a 3-year average, up 16.1% per year, and on a 5-year average, up 11.5% per year. I just want to pause and say these 3 and 5 year numbers are excellent numbers because typically we look at the stock market returning 8 to 10% over the long term. And here we are saying for 3 years, averaging 16% or 25%. That's amazing. Those are outstanding returns. And even on a 5 year basis, to be at 11.5% or 14.8%, that's outstanding. Number 5 is the Innovator IBD 50, symbol FFTY, up 28.2% year to date. And it only has a 3-year average number. It hasn't been around 5 years, up 16.7% for 3 years. Invesco DWA Momentum, symbol PDP, up 27.7% year to date, up 13.6% for 3 years, and 10.1% for 5 years. Number 7 is the Vanguard Mid-Cap Growth. This is something that a lot of people own. It is a low-cost mid-cap growth fund, medium companies. Symbol VOT, up 27.6 year-to-date, on a 3-year average up 14.4% annually, and on a 5-year basis up 10.6%. Number 8 is the Vanguard Small Cap Growth. Again, another widely owned fund for the small cap space, smaller companies. Symbol VBK, up 25.8% year-to-date, up 15.2% on a 3-year average, and up 9.8% on a 5-year average. Number 9 is the First Trust Large Cap Growth Alpha Dex, symbol FTC, up 25.7% year-to-date, up 12.7% on a 3-year basis, and 11.1% for 5 years. The Vanguard Growth, another widely owned fund, symbol VUG, up 25.6% year-to-date, up 16.7% for 3 years, and up 12.6% for 5 years. I'm going to stop there. That's the top 10. If you compare that to the S&P 500, a large cap index, the year-to-date number on the S&P 500 is 20.1% year-to-date, and for 3 years up 14.1%, and for 5 years up 10.9%. So anything over that on a 3 or 5 year basis would be outperforming the index and would be a very healthy return. I will post this chart in the show notes so you can take a look at it and see the performance of these ETFs. I do like ETFs because they're diversified portfolios, they're low cost, and they track indexes or they track special situations like the IBD 50 tracks Investors Business Daily top 50 stocks that they like. So you're getting a low cost packaged investment and some spectacular performance. Take a look at these and see if you don't want to add something like this as part of a sector allocation, maybe 5 to 15% of your portfolio for a specialty sector. As always, do your research. Just use this as a starting point. I'm not recommending any of these specifically for your portfolio, but it's good to know where performance is coming from. It's good to know the numbers that are attainable and to see what's possible for your portfolio. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be updated as soon as new podcasts are available. And if you'd like to know more about my Inner Investing Circle, the VIP experience, fill out the short questionnaire in the show notes and we'll set up a mutually convenient time to talk. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.